They show us the traumas of the Korean people over the past century and 2 alternative versions of one family's life in New York. But first, I'm delighted to be joined by 2 of the judges for the prize this year, actor and producer Sarah Jessica Parker and novelist Kylie Reid. Welcome to you both. Sarah Jessica, everyone knows that you are a busy woman, and the workload of the Booker judges is notoriously huge. How have you found the experience?
Not huge enough. I would happily carry on. It's been the privilege of a lifetime. It's been, yes, an enormous amount of reading, but it's the place I most want to be, and in the hands of these extraordinary writers, it's been ever more so the case.
Fantastic. Kylie Reid, you were longlisted yourself for the Booker Prize in 2020 for your first novel, Such a Fun Age. I wonder what you've learned from being a judge this time.
On the other side, there's so much of what we're all bringing to the books that we've read before and where we're at in our lives. And, you know, for myself, I just became a parent, and a lot of these books are about parenthood. It's kind of nice to remember that the reader is a part of the journey with your novel of a lifetime.
And I was wondering, Sarah Jessica, you know, when you're filming, do you do a lot of reading in your trailer? When do you do your reading?
Every time they say cut. I genuinely, strategically always find a place that it either fits under a corset, a petticoat, a skirt, and at action I can pull it out, sometimes suspended 60 feet in the air. You can take a book apart, which I'm loath to do, but if that means that I have a book when they call cut, I will do it and put it back together later.
Oh, like carry chunks of it?
I carry pieces of it, yeah.
Okay. Kylie, you've said that you like to make books compete against one another. I wonder how you did that. That was presumably how you approached judging.
Yes, I think that reading 2 books in 2 days is less daunting than 1 a day, which is kind of the ask. So I would read 1 hour of one book and 1 hour of another book and make them fight a little bit. And that worked out for me, yeah.
Excellent. And can I ask, I know it's tough to be asked it, but tell us a bit about the judging process, maybe Sarah Jessica first, because often one gets a sense that it's a very tough decision and that it can be tensions and stresses backstage.
I think it's certainly challenging to have books that you feel such admiration for, affection about. I think that's been the hardest part initially, was getting those 150 plus books to 13. But part of this process now is celebrating all of the books. Yeah, I would say I don't know, I'm in such good company, and we've found a way to get to tonight. And it's been hard in a lot of ways, but it's been such an honor. And frankly, there's kind of this nobility to the task that has felt really, I don't know, we felt such pride about it. I a little feel like I'm a contestant on a show, and there may be a wrong answer. It's very scary up here. I just want to say. Yeah, how do you feel, Kylie?
Yeah, I agree. We all quite get along, and I've never been in a book club before, and this has been the most wonderful experience in that way. And I didn't anticipate, when we all get together, I'm so nervous and giddy to see how they felt about the books, and it kind of takes you back to understanding why you dedicated your life to literature in the first place.
Fantastic. Kylie Reid, Sarah Jessica Parker, thank you both for being judges. Thank you for sharing some of your experience with us. Thank you.
Plentiful, enjoyable, sometimes surprising. That's 4 words, but we can make it hyphenated.
Well, let me first start by saying I am the only non-writer among the Booker Prize judges this year.
Ambitious, incredibly moving, urgent. There's an urgency to the stories that you're hearing. It's like you met another woman in a bathroom and suddenly she's telling you her life story in a very good way.
Exciting, inspiring, occasionally intimidating.
Okay, 3 words.
Varied, surprising, and multitudinous.
Exquisite, burden, fulfilled.
What do you think you're doing? He says. Sure that she is there and that her husband just wants to prevent him from seeing her, Istvan tries to push past him into the flat. There's a scuffle on the landing. Mostly it's just pushing and shoving. And then her husband falls down the stairs. He tries to hold onto the metal handrail, but he isn't able to. And there's a strange, loud sound as his head hits it further down. And then he's lying on the concrete floor of the half landing, next to his wife's plants. And he doesn't get up.
By the time I wrote this book, I had been living in Hungary for quite a few years. Even though my father's Hungarian, I never feel entirely at home in Hungary. I suppose I'm always a bit of an outsider there. And living away from the UK and London for so many years, I also had a similar feeling about London, I guess. So I really wanted to write a book that stretched between Hungary and London and involved a character who was not quite at home in either place.
David Saloy. You heard Rory Kinnear reading The Rest of Our Lives, Gabrielle Creevy reading Flashlight, and Stormzy reading Flesh. And you can watch all their films in full on the Booker Prize website. You are listening to Front Row on BBC Radio 4, and welcome to those of you who are watching via the live stream. Now the moment has come to announce the winner of the Booker Prize 2025. The trophy will be presented by last year's winner, Samantha Harvey, and also joining me on stage is this year's Chair of Judges, writer and 1993 Booker Prize winner, Roddy Doyle, who will be announcing the winner. Welcome to you both.
Hello. I've 2 minutes. But Sylvester Stallone only had 10 seconds to get up off the canvas in Rocky II, so I should be grand. I want to thank the Booker Prize Foundation, in particular Gabby Wood, Hannah Davies and Joey Sanders. I want to thank all 153 authors whose novels we read as we got closer and closer to this night. I want to thank my fellow judges, Aobami, Chris, Kylie and Sarah Jessica, who made the experience of reading and rereading and reading yet again and discussing the books as we homed in on our winner such a personal joy. I'm at a stage in my life where joy can't find its way up to my face. So you'll have to take my word for it. I'm full of joy. We read the shortlisted books 3 times. I've read my own books once. I love a good book, but I liked looking at the Grand Canyon and was happy enough to walk away in the knowledge that I wouldn't be doing it again. In fact, that was probably the point. But we read the 6 books 3 times, and it was a hugely rewarding experience. Reading became closer to the experience of listening to music repeatedly, a great album, say. Words we hadn't noticed the first time, a phrase, a note, harmony, dissonance, silence, big and small things that we hadn't fully appreciated when we'd been charging through the books. The 6 books grew in our estimation with each reading. But as we discussed them, there was one book that we kept coming back to, one book in particular that made us all, and I watched this as it happened, sit up and smile. One book that we felt should win because of its utter singularity. The winner of the 2025 Booker Prize is Flesh.
And his publishers and supporters making his way to the podium now. A story of a Hungarian young man who moves to London after serving in Iraq. And a handshake from Roddy Doyle. Time to accept his trophy from Samantha Harvey, last year's winner. And a hug. David, can we make you say a few words for us? A few words, if you don't mind. I know she's taken the trophy off you, but you can have it back very shortly.
Wow. I think the first person I would like to thank is Alison, the wonderful publicist at Penguin Random House because she made it very clear to me that I should prepare a few words a few days ago, and now I'm wondering what she knew at that time, or maybe she just says that to everybody. I'd also like to thank the judges, of course. I think I felt Flush is quite a risky novel, a risky book. It felt risky to me writing it, and I remember Hannah Weston, my editor at Jonathan Cape in London, when we were talking about the title of the book maybe a year ago, wondering aloud whether she could imagine a novel called Flesh winning the Booker Prize, which speaks to something risky about the title, which we felt at the time, I think, and something risky about the book itself in some ways, or unusual, certainly. Anyway, Hannah, you have your answer, I guess. And I think it's very important, this sense of risk, which I keep coming back to, and which was there throughout the process of writing the book for me, and throughout various discussions when we were editing the book and deciding on the title and stuff. There was a sense of risks being taken, and I think it's very important that we did take those risks. I mean, obviously, it's easy for me to say that now, but I felt that, I think, all along, because I think fiction can take risks. I think it's one of the things that it can do. It can take aesthetic risks, formal risks, perhaps even moral risks, which many other narrative forms can't quite do to the same extent. I think part of the reason for that is just that novels are so relatively cheap to produce. All you need to do is keep one writer supplied with coffee and a few other essentials for a year or two, and you've got a novel. I mean, it's almost free, which means these risks can be taken. And I think it's very important that the publisher, the novel-making community, if I can put it like that, embraces that sense of risk rather than shuns it. One person who definitely doesn't need to be told to embrace risk is my agent, Anna Weber, who I hope feels vindicated in her own risk aversion by a second consecutive Booker winner, which I hope that inspires in others the sort of strategic patience that Anna has always been willing to she has been so patient with her writers and has taken risks in the sense of taking on writers who aren't perhaps immediately, obviously, going to be winners tomorrow or next week, but who knows, maybe 10 years from now. I must also thank Bill Clegg, who I'm very happy is here, my US agent, and who has also been a wonderful supporter of this book from the very beginning, and my US editors, Kathy Belden and Anne Graham, who unfortunately aren't able to be here, and of course, Hannah and the entire team at Penguin Random House in London. The sense I've had all along of them being fully behind the book has been wonderful to me. This wasn't necessarily a very easy book to write. I started on it just after abandoning another novel, and so there was a very great sense of pressure, as you might imagine, to make this book good, because I think while it might be okay to abandon one novel, to abandon two would be quite difficult for me to deal with psychologically. And I didn't always cope that well with the pressure. I didn't always cope that graciously and that wisely with it. And the only real witness to that was my wife, Oshoya, who is also here this evening. And I just want to thank her for sharing that experience with me. And I'm sure she is as bewildered as I am by the fact that those rather bleak times and this glittering evening are somehow part of the same process and the same experience, but it seems extraordinarily that they are. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Great there. Before you go anywhere, David, I just want to ask, David, you said that you started writing this after you abandoned another. Wasn't this a book that you abandoned after working on it for nearly 4 years and came back to?
Well, maybe 2 or 3. I didn't. You mean the novel that I abandoned?
Get home as quickly as you can. Lock the door.
Fantastic.
I will do that.
And also, Samantha Harvey and I have had another suggestion, which is you guys should set up a Booker Prize winners WhatsApp group, so the 3 of you to start it absolutely right now. Our congratulations again to David Saloy for winning the Booker Prize 2025 for his novel.
Thank you very
Flesh.
much. Thank you.
And thank you all for being part of tonight at this live celebration of literature from Old Billingsgate in London. I hope you'll join us again for Front Row. Tomorrow night we'll be on at Radio 4 at our usual time of 7:15. See you then. Good night. Oh, I've got something else to tell you. Hang on. We're off air now.
So there you have it. The winner of the Booker Prize 2025, David Saloy, with his novel, Flesh. And I'm going to speak to him. Oh, he's coming over. I thought he'd be still on stage, but he's here. Here he is. He's going to have the first interview.
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing?
Oh, yeah.
You okay? Yeah. How's it going?
Well, pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd say even better than the last time we spoke, yes.
I know. You really did that if you win. What did you say you were going to spend the money on if you won?
I said it would just... Did I answer that question?
Yeah.
I just said it would go... Not all on one thing.
Yeah.
It will. Unfortunately, it will just go into the... It will just keep the wolf a bit further from the door, maybe, if I can put it like that. But maybe a nice little holiday as well, or something.
And how does it feel? Is there anything that you wanted to say on stage that you never got a chance to say that you've got a chance now? Anyone you want to thank?
I don't want to disappoint. I mean, my mind's a bit of a blank. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Fine.
I mean, there are obviously lots of people that I could thank. I had to sort of keep it. Yeah. I had to sort of keep it fairly short, and I hope I haven't missed out anybody like really important or significant. But
No, I'm sure you did. No, I'm sure you did it. You did a wonderful speech. It was really good. It was really funny as well. And I've got your prize here for you. So here it is. That's
okay. Sorry, I took the one off the stage. It turns out I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah,
this is mine. Okay.
Where is it going?
Back to Vienna, I guess. I'm going by plane. I'll have to pay for extra luggage weight or something.
Yeah, it's quite heavy, isn't it? It's quite heavy. It's a good job you got that Booker Prize money, haven't you? So you could use that.
It will be all right. Yeah.
But anyway, congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
I hope you have an amazing night. You've got loads of celebrating to do. But before you go, I need this book signing. From you.
Absolutely.
As
with
the
pleasure.
winner of the Booker Prize 2025.
With pleasure.
Yeah, let's get it
Great.
done. Thank you. We'll get it signed.
Yeah.
Go on. Oh yeah, but thank you so much. This is your winner of the Booker Prize 2025. Until next year, I'll see you later. That's me out. Bye.
The motion is agreed to.
Mr. President, I move to reconsider the cloture vote on the motion to proceed to H.R. 5371.
The question's on the motion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it. The motion's agreed to. The clerk will report the motion to invoke cloture.
Cloture motion. We, the undersigned senators, in accordance with the provisions of Rule 22 of the Standing Rules of the Senate, do hereby move to bring to a close debate on the motion to proceed to Calendar 168, H.R. 5371, an act making continuing appropriations and extensions for fiscal year 2026 and for other purposes.
Under the previous order, the mandatory quorum call under Rule 22 has been waived. The question is it the sense of the Senate that debate on the motion to proceed to H.R. 5371, an act making continuing appropriations and extensions for fiscal year 2026 and for other purposes, shall be brought to a close upon reconsideration? The yeas and nays are mandatory under the rule. The clerk will call the roll.
Ms. Alsobrooks. Ms. Baldwin. Mr. Banks. Mr. Barrasso. Mr. Bennett. Mrs. Blackburn.
Need better sleep? We can help. It's Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale. Save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic, plus get a $300 instant gift. Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy.
Thank you. Thank you. Mrs. Blackburn. Mr. Blumenthal. Ms. Rochester. Mr. Booker. Mr. Booker, Mr. Bozeman. I am. Thank you. I got you. Gotcha. Mrs. Britt. Mr. Budd, Ms. Cantwell. Mrs. Capito. Mr. Cassidy. Ms. Collins. Mr. Coons. Mr. Cornyn. Ms. Cortez Masto. Mr. Cotton. Mr. Kramer. Mr. Crapo. I got him. Mr. Cotton. Mr. Kramer, Mr. Crapo. Mr. Cruz, Mr. Curtis, Mr. Daines. Ms. Duckworth, Mr. Durbin, Ms. Ernst, Mr. Fetterman, Mrs. Fisher, Mr. Gallego, Mrs. Gillibrand, Mr. Graham, Mr. Grassley, Mr. Haggerty, Ms. Hassan, Mr. Hawley, Mr. Heinrich, Mr. Hickenlooper, Ms. Hirono, Mr. Hoven, Mr. Husted, Mrs. Hyde-Smith, Mr. Johnson, Mr. Justice, Mr. Kane, Mr. Kelly, Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Kim, Mr. King, Ms. Klobuchar, Mr. Langford, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lujan, Ms. Lummis, Mr. Markey, Mr. Marshall, Mr. McConnell, Mr. McCormick, Mr. Merkley, Mrs. Moody, Mr. Moran, Mr. Marino, Mr. Mullen, Ms. Murkowski, Mr. Murphy, Mrs. Murray, Mr. Ossoff, Mr. Padilla, Mr. Paul, Mr. Peters, Mr. Reed, Mr. Ricketts, Mr. Risch, Ms. Rosen, Mr. Rounds, Mr. Sanders, Mr. Schatz, Mr. Schiff, Mr. Schmidt, Mr. Schmidt, Mr. Schumer, Mr. Scott of Florida, Mr. Scott of South Carolina, Mrs. Shaheen, Mr. Sheehy, Ms. Slotkin, Ms. Smith, Mr. Sullivan, Mr. Thune, Mr. Tillis, Mr. Tuberville, Mr. Van Hollen, Mr. Warner, Mr. Warnock, Ms. Warren,
Hi, my name is Link Glover. I'm the director of the Bond Exchange Central Region. Whether you need a surety bond to operate your business, manage an estate, or work on a construction project, our dedicated team of underwriters stand ready to help you obtain and file your bond. We write all surety bonds for all customer profiles at the lowest rate on the market, and our access to exclusive underwriting programs ensure that you will never pay an inflated rate for your bond. Obtaining a quote for your bond is quick and easy. From our website, bondexchange.com, click Find Your Bond, select the state your bond is needed in, and enter your name or business name. From here, type the name of the bond you need or the entity requiring it, and complete the online application. In most cases, you will receive a quote instantly. If you don't, our team of underwriters will review your application and provide you one within 1 hour. Once you obtain your quote, simply select your desired term and complete the online checkout process. You will receive an electronic copy of your bond immediately after purchasing it. And if we are able to file the bond on your behalf, we will. Otherwise, we will mail you the original form, and our comprehensive shipping options make sure you will receive your bond when you need it. At Bond Exchange, our goal is to provide you with your bond as quickly as possible at the lowest rate on the market. If you have any questions or would simply like to learn more, give us a call at 855-731-1910. Our underwriters answer on the first ring and stand ready to assist you in obtaining whatever surety bond you may need. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to working with you.
Mr. Welch, Mr. Whitehouse, Mr. Wicker, Mr. Wyden, Mr. Young, Senators voting in the affirmative. Barrasso, Blackburn, Bozeman, Britt, Budd, Capito, Cassidy, Collins, Cotton, Kramer, Cruz, Curtis, Daines, Durbin, Fisher, Graham, Haggerty, Hoven, Husted, Hyde-Smith, Kane, Kennedy, King, Langford, Lummis, Marshall, McCormick, Moody, Moran, Marino, Mullen, Murkowski, Ricketts, Rounds, Schmidt, Sheehy, Sullivan, Thune, Tuberville, Wicker, and Young. Yep. Senators voting in the negative: Baldwin, Bennett, Cantwell, Duckworth, Hirono, Kelly, Kim, Markey, Padilla, Paul, Reed, Sanders, Warner, and Welch. Mr. Hickenlooper, no. Mr. Banks, aye. Mr. Schatz, no. Ms. Klobuchar, no. Mr. Merkley, no. Ms. Blunt Rochester, no. Mrs. Murray, no.
Mr. Wyden? No. Mr. Van Hollen, no. Ms. Hassan? Aye. Mr. Crapo, aye.
At sheetlabels.com, we don't just print labels, we make stickers. And when we say stickers, we mean all kinds of stickers. Sticker rolls, sticker sheets, and any custom shape you can dream up. Promote your brand with our long-lasting, durable, and waterproof materials. Stand out even more with our colorful rainbow holographic stickers. With our easy online ordering process and fast free shipping options, you can bring your vision to life in just a few clicks. Start your custom design now at sheetlabels.com.
Mr. Gallego? No. Mr. Schiff, no. Mr. Scott of South Carolina, aye. Mr. Tillis? Aye. Mr. Justice, aye. Ms. Cortez Masto, aye. Mrs. Shaheen? Aye.
Thank you. Mr. Lujan? No. Mr. Heinrich? No. Ms. Smith? No. Ms. Rosen? Aye. Ms. Alsterbrooks, no. Ms. Warren, no. Mr. Murphy? No. Mr. McConnell? Aye. Mr. Whitehouse, no. Mr. Fetterman, aye. Mr. Warnock, no. Mr. Risch, aye.
Sorry about that, sir.
Mr. Blumenthal, no. Mr. Hawley, aye. Ms. Ernst, aye. Mr. Grassley, aye. Ms. Slotkin, no. Mr. Peters, no.
So Carson's coming back supposedly next year.
Well, he should.
Mr. Ossoff, no. Mr. Schumer, no. Mr. Coons, no.
Spot reimburses up to 90% of eligible vet bills, offering affordable, comprehensive coverage from accidents to alternative therapies, plus 24/7 telehealth for expert peace of mind. Get started with a free quote today. Spot, pet insurance you both will love.
Mrs. Gillibrand, no. Mr. Booker, no.
Working with Tiger, you can't ignore the performance aspect. The idea of maximizing ground force reactions, the idea of being comfortable walking 18 holes, whether it was the Pioneer Cypress or the Pioneer Magnolia, like we took all of his insights and all of his suggestions and we listened.
We wanted to celebrate the green accents, and from our outsole and midsole combination, this shoe delivers the most high performance footwear in golf.
Our mentality was from the ground up. We wanted to have all of the athletes, anyone who's wearing our shoes, to feel confident in the performance of our footwear.
I love this game.
IXL is actually a learning app that helps him excel in math, science, language arts, even social studies. But it's so fun, he calls it a game.
I'm crushing it.
Yeah, you are. He loves the awards and motivating feedback on IXL. It's one of his favorite things to do after school. He loves the challenge. I love the results.
Yes!
IXL, the learning program 16 million students trust. Try it today at IXL.com.